I came to Laos as a weaving advisor for the Lao government 30 years ago. I am a creative weaver and textile designer. I worked for the United Nations, and I felt like this was an opportunity to really showcase the extraordinary skill of Laos. I feel textiles are probably the most important aspect of Lao culture that has been inherited knowledge through the hands of Lao women. It was the opportunity to work with this menu of technique, broad technique that Lao weavers had traditionally passed down from their ancestors. So what we've been able to do here at Lao Textiles for 30 years is to combine that, the skill and the tradition of Lao weavers with my experience as a contemporary textile designer. And we started out with 5 weavers, and then those 5 became 30, and they became 50. And now as we age, we have some of our weavers, you can see we all wear glasses, and we have just about 40 still in the studio. And we've had virtually no turnover. We have all the same staff for 28 and 30 years. We just finished dyeing, and now I'm trying to check the color. Now I want to see if it's even, not even. When you weave it, you see all the variation. So I'm just trying to very delicate changes in the colors give you a little bit different look. This is the sand color I'm making. So this is what we call exhaust dye, and all the pigment is absorbed by the fiber, in this case silk. And once this is ready, he's going to rinse this, and then he's going to put it on the line. 0.05% and 0.1 gram. This is very small amounts of color. And we weigh everything out here precisely. I mean, it's not a digital scale. We're using an old-fashioned scale, which works. It's precise but not 100% accurate. And we just do our best. It's like cooking. When you do it a long time, you get good at it. She's worked with us for 29 years. This is just the natural color, but it's starched in rice water. So it's very stiff, and that makes it easier to wind and weave when we weave. We're just preparing that now. All the threads have to get wound on the warp and then threaded through the double set. We use 2 sets of heddles. This is a unique method from Laos, and yeah, it's extremely complicated and time consuming. We spent already 1 week for her to sit down now, just to sit down and start to prepare to weave, not even to start to weave. This is the program, so this is the code which we've created for this particular pattern. So what Joy is doing is reading across the weft each of these colors, inlaying according to the instructions of this particular row of design. This method is unique to Laos and allows for diversity and complexity and originality. First of all, we replicated a historic textile, and now we're recreating that and doing different iterations of it. We call discontinuous supplementary weft patterning.
We have done houses, we have done shops, but you have to place your order well ahead of time. Produce a curtain with complex patterning, let's say 4 meters or 5 meters, may take up to a month for this one panel. So in some projects may take 8 months, others may take about 2 years and a half or 2 years and 1 month. There are cases where we have woven for the same client specific order of curtains that took us 2 years and 1 month. Our effective work time per day is 5 hours and 30 minutes and 5 days and a half a week. If you accept those dates, our lead time, then we accept the order. Otherwise, we won't start weaving it because we will not be able to deliver. Products coming from China, produced in China, Lao designs, it's industrial, it's machine they attempt to weave it on the machine. But this is an artisan work. They are quite very beautiful fabric. If you go to the morning market, you'll find. But the problem is there is always a blend. You blend silk and polyester on silk. Some of them might not be properly woven, but you can find good products even in the market. I mean, it depends on the weaver, how she wove it.
爆相爆片，爆得越多，獎金越多，密密爆，密密獎，額外獎你1萬蚊。記住爆相爆片3寶，全年無憂爆相爆片熱線63836568，全民齊爆料啦！